Hold on. So Brooks, to make sure I connected what you said, what I thought I heard you say is basically what some have done is they've taken this feminism thing, and rather than using it what it's for, they're trying to use it as a weapon in a different context towards men and that interaction.
That's exactly what it was designed for, because you have to think about the philosophy. The philosophy was to empower the unempowered, right, against this huge system which is white male hegemony.
The good old boy.
You understand what I'm saying? So it had to be, it necessitated it being designed as a weapon against that to get something back. Right?
They're using it for something greater than
But what is degenerated into, it's not a fight for equality any longer. It is a battle for dominance. You want to dominate an area that you didn't even begin with saying that you even wanted to be there. Why is it necessary, if we're going to get into this conversation about feminism and feminists, I am a staunch opposer of again, I speak to my work, of black feminism. That makes absolutely no sense. Because what you have done is that you've taken a philosophy that belonged to somebody else, that was developed to benefit someone else in their value system, when you did not have the problems that these women were talking about. You know what you had? You had normal, human, idiosyncratic problems. You had problems with your man because that's the problems that men and women have. Not specifically black men against black women. Black men at no time in history have oppressed black women to the point to where they can adopt this philosophy in the manner that the Karen did. You know what Karen did? She used you as political fodder, and you continued with that flawed mentality and that flawed philosophy to your detriment now. Now you have your men developing philosophies to survive against your vitriol. They're putting shit together to say, save yourself, black man. Does that make sense as it relates to the health and the maintenance of the black family? Absolutely not. Yeah. But in order to survive, you had to develop it.
Yeah, Vaughn, what do you think about the power struggle, like the dominance thing?
First of all, I think black women need black men. So I'm not talking.
We need each other.
I would love to have had a black man that felt like running the household. And I speak from experience. I would love to have had to do that. But what black men don't realize, I'm not talking about white men, what black men don't realize, they see a lot of strong black women because they have no fucking choice but to be that strong person in that household, because the black men a lot of times, they come around doing, they may be working, because there's some good men out here, so I'm not going to act like they're not. But there are a lot that don't want the responsibility that comes with family. So then you have the black woman that has to become the head of the household and be stronger and more controlling. Not because she wants to, but because she has to. And I speak from experience. I am her. So I would love to have had somebody black and step back and let them take the reins and trust their decisions. Yeah. But I didn't have that option. So a lot of what they see, it pretty much it sounds like they want to say, women need to just shut up and let us do what we gotta do. I don't think so.
Well, I think
no, that's incorrect.
Where women are, and here it is taking accountability, you know, to the fact of what you're saying in the instance of where there's the place where women have to step in and be the head of the household, right? Okay, but I think what happens is that when they start doing that, their mindset towards men is like they basically categorize and handle most men the same, because now you talking to them like they're a little nigga because you done dealt with one and you had to step up and be the man. But you have to understand that
you can't little nigga everybody.
You can't do everybody like that.
But see, that comes from maturity. Because here's the thing. As a woman, when you get to know yourself and as you work on yourself as a person, you gotta realize that person who just might have cheated on you is not the new guy that you met. You gotta start with clean slate and be fair.
Because you'll miss
And
out on
only a mature woman can do that.
When does that happen?
That doesn't happen on a large scale.
Only a mature woman can do that.
When is the
Ron, why are
when
you
is the line of
red?
demarcation?
Word.
That's my
Oh, yeah,
Kitchen clean though. It's clean though.
No,
But you know what it is?
question though. When does that happen? When does that maturity level happen? Because there is an
No
absence. No, but what I'm saying is I'm getting to a point. There's an absence of cultural transmission. You are a woman that is around our age range, correct?
Yeah, I'm 49.
Oh, okay, so cool. When is there an adult in the room that dispels this goofy shit that these young girls are putting out for other young girls to follow? They are, like I said, they're developing philosophy out of a broken psyche.
Yeah.
And it's continuing to go on. But you just said, once you reach the level of maturity, who is ensuring that the female rite of passage is done the right way?
But that goes to generational curses too, because these mothers are teaching their daughters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know some of my male family members, good dudes, you know what I'm saying? And females that they have dealt with, their mothers who are bitter and have done this shitted on. So now they done taught their women, their daughters to just like dog eat dog type stuff, and it's a cycle. You know, so it could be where them older women never develop, and now we have
because they're still stuck on James from 1984.
And this is
you know
why
what I mean?
conversations such as these need to happen. Like we supposed to.
We need to be transparent though.
But there has to be an adult in the room. We have children. Somebody has to be willing to stand in the breach and say, "Fuck the goofy shit that you're hearing out here." Your grandmama was fucked up because she was fucked up as a teenager. Call a spade a spade.
That's it.
You understand?
And they don't want to do that.
But see, look, this is.
And some people don't even know that's wrong.
Yeah, but see, this is what I do in my personal life, right? My mother, God bless her life. I refuse to allow my mother to do certain things as it pertains to my family and as it pertains to me. There are certain boundaries because when you start to mature and you stop seeing your parents as super people and you start to see them as people, you start to analyze their mistakes correctly.
That's it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of times that doesn't happen within our culture, and that's what I'm getting back to, the missing link in terms of correct cultural transmission.
Right.
We had this conversation the other day. Huh?
We don't want to, but I do understand where you're coming from, because I look around as a female, so I'm not going to just say because I'm a female, I'm going to take female side. That's not the case. Because I'm telling you, when I look around, I'm looking at these things that I'm like, wow. The one thing I had to realize is just because I was raised properly, with some sort of standard, not everyone has been. So when we look around, we see this ratchetness that they're just acting ratchet, they ratchet to the bone because they're surrounded by ratchet mother, ratchet grandmother, ratchet family. So they know nothing else.
But if you don't accept that, you're wrong. If you don't, as a man, if I don't accept that, I'm wrong. If I don't, if I want more from you, as you said, this you know what I'm saying, you have to bring something to the table, as we said earlier. You know what I mean? Something of value. You know what I mean? Right, outside the fun box. You know what I mean? If I don't accept that, if I don't accept the lowest, you know what I'm saying, vibrating frequency, somehow I'm what's wrong with the world.
If love and you is wrong,
you know what I mean? Somehow I'm to the point of what it is from personal experience to witnessing this happening outside, just with people that I know. You know what I mean? Like when there's something wrong, far as in the child may not be yours. When this is known, the mother knows. But she'll sit there and take the fake father through a whole spin.
Not the fake
you know what I'm saying? She'll take the fake daddy through a whole spin of what should, or what he, you know what I'm saying, what he can do, what he can't do, go through all this court shit. No one did goddamn well. You know what I mean? LaShawn was scraping you, you know what I mean? But you gonna tell Jonathan this mean.
on.
Hold on real quick. But it's like, and if there's nobody on the woman's side.
Yeah.
To correct that or hold them accountable. A man can say something all day and it's, oh, you just a bitter ass nigga, you whatever. But where is it? Because her sisters are saying, fuck that girl, keep going, do what you can do. You know what I mean? Where is the person to correct them at?
Right.
The same way I gotta correct my brother has to correct me and hold me accountable to a certain standard of manhood.
Yeah.
We need that from our sisters too.
We need an environment to be able to come in and give that, because the whole it takes a village. Nowadays, you say something to somebody's child, they ready to eat you up. So it becomes, even among family members, you like, oh, I ain't going over there, because you don't need, you know what I'm saying? And you can't say nothing.
Hey, Asia, fuck them.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Because you know what? No, because I mean, because the hour is late.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We are sitting here as black people in 2021 talking about the same issues that were talked about in 1969. Mm-hmm. You understand? It's just got a new coat of shellac on
somebody.
It. Yeah, okay.
Because things are being pointed.
Huh?
Things are being pointed instead of people working on resolution. Like you just sit there and say, oh, this is men's fault, or it's women's fault. No, everybody has a look within themselves to try to do your own self-work. Yeah. I do my own self-work. So I feel if you're judging a group of women, guess what? It's not probably the one that you are judging because I'm coming from a whole different club.
Right. And you have to do your self-reflection. I mean, you have to do the work. Sometimes that shit is ugly. Like, I had a week like that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't got to know I make that shit look sexy. But listen, you have to do it. Like, you have to get down to the ugly of yourself and, like, really realize that. You cannot possibly think that it's all on the other person.
We all carry luggage, right?
That's it.
But just try not to be the fucking weakness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm to take a stand though, y'all, because it being that, like, I was looking at some of the numbers, and they were just talking about, like, how fast this movement or so, and there's different levels, like you talked about the different
because men suffer in silence.
Yeah, so it's like, if we don't bring awareness to this, like, things is gonna get worse.
Asia, it's already gone.
It's a tidal wave.
No. I think that what it's gonna take is like a segregation away from the popular opinion.
Oh yeah.
And the bullshit that's being pressed out here right now. Mm-hmm. But you have to understand, MGTOW is a generational type of philosophy.
Yeah.
This has been around for 20 years.
Yeah. I saw that.
You understand? SYSBM has been around for a decade. There is an entire group, there's an entire space of YouTube and these other platforms that men get together. Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, right? One of my favorite contributors on YouTube. He addresses the absence of empathy for anything that black men go through. I'm not one to be a crybaby about situations. I mean, it is what it is, and just like my brother just said, men suffer in silence. However, there's a difference between you suffering in silence and a motherfucker dancing on your grave.
That's it.
You understand? Because because the modern woman, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's been a separation away from black women as a collective and black modern women. You understand?
Kevin Samuel break it down.
But check this out. I saw that in my...
Shout out to Godfather.
But facts. But my mouth hit the ground when Ice Cube had a panel. He was on a panel and there were 6 women on the panel. And he's discussing issues for the black community to be presented to whoever the president was going to be or whatever, right? To be presented to that president. And he said, okay, well, these are the things germane to the plight of black people, black society, black communities. And like clockwork, all 6 of the women said, oh, well, there's nothing in there for black women. You're not a part of the community? I'm I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Community is man, woman, and child, correct? But you have been so brainwashed and focused on someone else's value proposition.
Yeah.
Or way of seeing the world that if you're not mentioned, you think that you're excluded. Do you understand in terms of how we were built to deal with each other? We're complementary to each other, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't no man worth his damn salt gonna be out here and doing things specifically for him. You understand? Men get up and they take care of family. It's a part of our biological imperative. These are the things that we do.
Quote, he said men.
Men, right?
You know what? You're right about that.
No.
Not males.
No.
Men.
Now, okay, that's a good point. Now check this out. Again, some boys don't get the socialization to bring you to manhood. Understand that manhood is a process. It's not an age. It is a very intense process that you have to go through in order to navigate life correctly as a man. I went through the process, so I know how to replicate it. You understand? I was given the rite of passage by a man that when he died, I was 12, he was almost 90 years old. So I got it from the dirt. You understand what I'm saying? So I know how to replicate that. Most of these young boys or adult males never had that. And they won't have that. And what they're doing is that they keep adding fuel to the fire that is burning down the rest of our fucking community.
Yeah. Unresolved shit, you know what I mean?
Baggage.
Yeah.
Reacting to situations in a female manner. Not to say there's anything wrong with the female nature.
No, I get what you're saying. Just that whining shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
all they see.
Coming from a man.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Look, I'm gonna say something that may be a little bit controversial, but I'm gonna say it anyway, right?
Put it out there.
Listen.
This straight no shade.
Female nature is chaotic. You know,
You're right.
No. You know why? Because it is informed by emotion.
That's it.
You get it?
Yeah, I do. Very
So how can you expect a person who is and I don't mean the negative type of chaos. Chaos is good in certain. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, you can't expect a person who has a chaotic nature and a chaotic way of thinking about things to take you anywhere but in the further fucking chaos.
That's it.
You understand? And men socialize correctly are to add order to that chaos.
Right.
That's where we complete each other.
Right. And women, true women don't mind being submissive and allowing men to lead.
Can I redefine that word though?
Yes,
for real?
Yes.
For real though?
Please.
Women, thank you. Yeah. You know what I'm about to get to. All right. So check this out. Women don't like the term submission because it necessitates weakness.
I don't mind submissive.
Check this out though. I'm gonna refine the term submission for you.
Okay.
Every woman on the planet desires to be handled, managed, or loved, cared for, right? By a sufficiently dominant, i.e. masculine personality.
For real.
Right.
That's the refinement of submission. Most people use that shit willy-nilly and they don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah.
That's the refinement of submission. I swear to God, if you tell 100 women that definition, they'd be like, oh yeah, girl, I like that shit. Yeah.
I'm on board either way. Like, I feel I need somebody to like, all right, Ava, sit your ass down. I know it's coming from love. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like,